Hey everybody, this is Jennifer. I'm coming to you with another haul video. I just got back from 2 thrift stores and I have some stuff that I picked up during the week. Unfortunately, some of the stuff I actually put on, but I figured if you missed that in a haul video, you're going to see it in a sales update video, so you're not going to miss anything. But one of the things, and definitely keep an eye out for this, one of the things I did pick up, and it literally sold in 2 days, it was a woman's Woolrich vintage coat, and it had a faux fur trim. It was missing the hood. It had a detachable hood at some point that was actually missing, and it had faux fur around the cuffs, and it literally sold in 2 days for $56, and it cost $5.75 when I picked it up. Don't worry, you will see it shortly, but I just wanted to tell you about it in case you're out and you see old Woolrich vintage coats for women, because I have them for men, I think in the sales update videos, but for women, that was really nice. I do have church sale items that are for Etsy, and I have a mix of things. I do have a good amount of clothes too this time. But the first two things, again, and thank you. I want to thank everybody. When I asked for help, I think it was with an army jacket and oh yeah, those patches. You guys were so helpful. I was able to find everything just perfectly with the information you gave me, so I really appreciate it. Like when you guys subscribe and you comment and you like the videos, I mean, all of that really like helps me know that first of all you like the content and you're enjoying the videos, and when you comment, that helps me know you enjoy the videos as well. But also, you're giving me such great information. I just wanted to really thank you for that. And with that, I'm going to bring up something again in case anybody knows, because like the artwork I pick up, I like picking up things I don't know what it is, because that's how you learn. And if it's cheap enough, I figure even if it's not worth anything, you know, I mean, how often do you learn something for a quarter? How often do you learn something even for $4, which is what I spent on one thing? And I can't imagine that I wouldn't get my money back and then some on one of them. But even if I didn't, it doesn't matter to me, because like I know I'm learning when I pick this stuff up. They're both Pottery, and this was just a quarter, and I actually picked it up so I would learn what that mark is. I even did a reverse Google search, and if you don't have that app, there is an app to do the reverse Google search that you can take a picture and it will do it for you. If you don't know about that, just Google reverse Google search and it will come up, and you can put it right on your phone. It's really cool. But I just want to explain something, because a lot of people are like, oh, this doesn't work, this is bringing up, you know, I took a picture of my cat, it's bringing up pictures of a toaster. If it is confused about what the picture is, it also allows you to give a keyword. So you can take a picture of this. When I took a picture of this, it was giving me corpses, probably because of the color. It was giving me like corpses that were decomposing to this color. It was so gross. But then I realized it says not what you were looking for, add a keyword. So I put in pottery mark, and it did try to find a mark that was similar to this, but it never, I never found that mark. So if you know what that is, I would just like to know what it is, because this only cost me like a quarter. And the other one, I really like this piece. This is, see? Now the research I did, the only thing that came close to this was Southern Pottery wide mouth jug. That was as close as I came. Now, is it old? I think it's old. I could be wrong. But the only mark on it is this. It's a 2, right? I don't know. I did not do a reverse Google search on this. Not yet. Can you see that? Yeah. Okay. If you know what this is, even what this shape would be called, because I think that's what it would be called. I did bring up something that looked like this when I did say it was a wide mouth jug, and mostly all of the ones that look like this said Southern Pottery, but I don't know. So if anybody out there is good with pottery, that would be great. And oh yeah, there's no mark on the bottom either. So That's all I have to go with. Okay. I think that's all the questions I have, luckily. Then the other stuff is, it's just little minor things for Etsy. There's nothing that's like major here. This is just like a really old bell. I don't know if it's worth anything. It was just 50 cents at the church sale, and I kind of liked it. The handle probably interested me more than the bell. The bell actually has, it's just a wire with a, say, but someone can change that. If they like the way this looks, or, you know, they're going for that kind of look, they can change it. If it's not worth anything, no great loss. Like I said, I didn't look a lot of this up. This is an old, I think it's a pepper mill, right? The top is, I believe it's cast iron, wood. The drawer is wood. And this, I believe this is supposed to be a working thing. Like, this is actually supposed to work. I mean, see, it looks like it does, but I'm not sure. I haven't looked it up, so I haven't seen anything if anything is similar, but it was $1. So I figure for Etsy, it's perfect. Someone's going to want it, even just as a decoration. It's really cool. Okay, this, something else. Hold on. I thought I had, yeah, I do. Let me put this over here. I am not organized at all. Like, literally, I rolled out of bed and rolled out the door, and I've just been going. And now I'm just like, I had like 4 cups of coffee, and I'm just, you know, it's kind of spinning a little bit. So I apologize for that. Okay. Oh, what does it say? A man works from sun to sun, but a woman's work is never done. It's a little cast iron trivet. I thought it was cute, and it was $1. So I'll just put it on Etsy. It'll probably be like a $10 item, maybe less. Even that would be fine. Like I said, Etsy, the profit margin on Etsy for me is very different. I'm just trying to put a variety of things that when people go in there, it's interesting and they want to look around. So I just like anything that I think might be interesting to people, I just put it in the store. And this is, I know this is from 1981 because it still has a sticker on it, and it says price products 1981. It's this little wooden box with a mallard duck on it, and then you open it and it's a card box. So I believe it's a card box, right? So I thought it was pretty cool that somebody would want it. And again, I think this was $1. So that's not bad. And then the last thing I have from that church sale, it's a handmade wooden toolbox. Now, how desired is a handmade vintage wooden toolbox? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm thinking someone's going to want it, because if someone doesn't want it, I want it, because I'm going to use it like as a planter for vines. I just thought that would be cool. But I don't know. You'll see. And if it doesn't, if I decide not to sell it because nobody wants it or it doesn't sell well, I'll let you know. And these I already have on. I already got these on Etsy, but I wanted to show them to you because I keep telling you, like, sell vintage hats because you buy them really cheap. So I want to show you what I just picked up this week and approximately what it should go for. This is just like a corduroy fedora with a feather. Most of them are fedoras with a feather. How do you tell it's old? Well, there's a couple ways. Made in the USA, usually. The Union label, definitely. And a lot of times, there's no brand name, but that's not usually a huge deal, you know, because people are looking for the look a lot of the time. So that doesn't bother me if there's no name in there. So this one is out for, I believe this one is out for $25. And that's the lowest I went on all these hats, actually. It's $25. And each one costs $2.50. This is a Jeffrey Lawrence. What is this made of? It's really weird. Chlorofiber. I don't know what chlorofiber is, but it's acrylic chlorofiber, rayon, nylon, but it was made in Italy. And this style, I believe, is called a bucket hat. I'm not positive, but if you have something that looks like this, type in a bucket hat, and I think you're going to see a lot of hats that have this look to it. So, like, I'm not an expert, you know what I mean? So, and anything I say is everything I'm learning. So anything I tell you, if you find it interesting, look it up yourself. Just double check, make sure the information is correct for you before you go out and spend a lot of money, Okay. Now this was a new tags, right? But I think it was vintage. I mean, these two products have been around a long time, 3M and Scotchgard. So if you look inside, I could be wrong. I did list it on Etsy on the assumption that it's old enough. But sometimes I don't know for certain. But it is made in the USA, so I'm going that it's vintage. And there's no name. It just says genuine suede leather and the size. So it's a suede fedora with a feather, and it's new. So I put this out for $35 because it's definitely new. It's vintage, but it's new. So hopefully it gets that. That'd be great. And this is an Empire State hats. That's the name of the company. And from what I saw, they do pretty well. They do okay. And it's just a wool hat fedora with a feather. Another one. Like I said, when you see the hats, like half of them are that, a fedora with a feather. Now this one, I don't know what this style of hat is called, so I didn't really give a style on the description. But it's made from Mr. John. So if you see Mr. John, they sell very well. They sell better than others. Mr. John, and it says doe skin felt, 100% wool. And it's made in the United States. And it's got the feathers fully encircling the crown. And if you do a hat, I have to tell you, like if you start listing hats, people will try to measure this. And I gotta tell you, that's a nightmare. You can do it from here to here and then across. Some people will ask you to take the measurement, but if you're going to take the measurement this way, some of the ways I've done it is you take, your tape measure, use the soft ones, for, they sell them with the sewing supplies in any store, those soft tape measures. And I actually kind of put it underneath here instead of over it, and then I just add a little bit of so if it came out to be like 7 inches, or I mean not 7 inches, whatever this would be, I'd add like a half an inch. I'd add like a half an inch and say approximately. You're not going to win in any way. I've never had a hat returned, but getting that measurement exact, if anyone knows a really easy way to do that, see, I lied. I am asking another question. If anyone knows an easier way to get the measurements here of the circumference, I find it to be a little bit of a nightmare, and I really feel like I am not getting an accurate measurement when I try to do that. But then I haven't had a problem yet, but it's going to come up in the future. But this hat, like I said, Mr. John, I have this out for $35. So, and that's what other hats were out for, like this. So definitely look for that. If it sells, that'd be great. Okay, I have stuff from Goodwill and I have stuff from the Salvation Army. The two best items, I don't know, I think they're the best items. I'll save for last because I thought they were pretty cool, but you'll let me know if they are, I'm sure. This is it's vintage. This is the reason I picked it up. It's a vintage, it's a woman's. It's just a t-shirt, but I thought it was nice. Tommy Hilfiger. And it has even the spell out Tommy Hilfiger on the sleeve. Now, if anywhere on your jacket or a shirt, if they write out Tommy Hilfiger, put spell out, because that's what people are looking for. They're looking for Tommy Hilfiger spelled out. And that's what they put in as a keyword a lot of the times to find it. So that's something you want to look for. I don't know how much this will get because the spell out is like this big. If it was spelled out across the chest, that would just be, that's what you're looking for, really. Okay. And now I have another Levi jacket. They wrote their name in there, but that's okay. I really, you know, some people get really worried about that. I just show it to them. I say, hey, someone wrote their name and crossed it out. So make it $5 cheaper. If you're still getting a good amount of money, this I'm not really going to worry about. I'm not going to worry about the name. I'm going to put it out for whatever I think. I think I'll start it at 40. It's a small. That's the only problem. But you know what? There are people that are small. I don't think it's a problem selling it for as much. I think you just have to wait a little bit longer to get it. I think it still has the same value. You just have to wait a little bit longer for it. So I don't know if you remember. I think it was my very first haul video. I had a black Levi denim jacket, and I believe I was telling you, like, I don't know how much it's going to get, but at least it will get 20. I believe it got about $28. It sold already. I think it sold like in a week actually, and it sold for $28. So if you see these Levi jackets, no matter what, I mean, unless it's like crazy expensive for you to pick up, I would pick up any of them because they sell really, really well. This, oh, by the way, that was $7.50. I'm sorry, I forgot. Did I tell you about the t-shirt? T-shirt's $3.50. Okay. This is it's got an asymmetrical, I believe. Yeah, it's got an asymmetrical zipper. It's from Express. And it's a faux leather jacket. And from what I saw, they do, low end was about $29. So that was fine. This was $7.50. They just put it out today. And, you know, I wanted to tell you guys, you know, because a lot of times you'll hear people say, you know, you want those racks to roll out, you know, this way you can hit those racks when they come out. Well, pay attention to the color on the racks. Because if you just walked in and missed them putting away the stuff, look for the color, you know, every week is a color. Look for the color that's on the rack and then search the racks for that color. You know what I'm saying? Have that be the first thing you look at is the new color. So today was the first day was it today? I don't know. Oh, Tuesday. Tuesday was the first day I think the new color came out. I could have that wrong. It doesn't matter. Say you're there the first day the new color comes out. And you got there at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you know they were putting stuff out like all day long. So they roll out a rack and say the tag is red. You're like, oh, great. Go and look. You'll usually see them in big chunks in the racks. Look at those colors first because those were the items they just put out. You know, because there'll be a huge chunk put together, usually on the ends. And like that will give you first pick of the new items. Then you can go back. And if you're like me, if there's the thrift store you normally stop at, you've looked at that other stuff. You really need to look at the new color that just came out because you've looked at that other stuff like 3 or 4 times already. You know what I mean? So that's another way. So it's great to grab those racks when they come out. But as soon as you know what the color is, that's the new color, you can go search that color out on the racks, especially if you don't have a lot of time. Say you went there 2 days ago, right, and you looked it over really well, and you only have a half an hour to look through the store, you can just look for the color of the week and just look for that color. Just in case you don't know. Probably a lot of you do know that, but in case you don't or you haven't thought of that yet and you're new, make sure you look at the racks that are coming out, look for the color, and then look in the racks for stuff that they just put out. So, okay, anyway, this was $7.50, and minimum probably be about $30 plus shipping for that. Let me lay this down. Okay, yeah, I'm good. I'm sorry, I was thinking. I don't know what I'm going to get for this, but I've sold a few items before from the Duluth Trading Company. There's the tag. Have not sold jeans from them, but everything else sold really well. Like got a good amount of money. So I'm hoping the jeans do really well too. The jeans in Goodwill are $5.50. So I paid $5.50 to learn about the Duluth Trading Company jeans. But their jackets do exceptionally well. And I've even sold their flannel shirts. And I think that was like $20 or $25 for those as well, I believe. It sold well. It sold well enough that I would definitely get it again. Oh, this was a guess. I have no idea. It's vintage. It says nothing else is a Pepsi on the label. And I probably paid too much. It was $5.50, but I really wanted to give it a try. It has a little Pepsi thing on the sleeve. So we'll see what this gets. It may not be worth that much. It may be just like $15, but still, like I said, that's how you learn. Most of the time, you just wind up making a tiny bit of money when you make a mistake. You rarely lose, and you get to learn so much. So don't be afraid of, picking up things. And this is, you heard of Johnston & Murphy shoes, right? Well, this is a shirt. Can you see it? There you go. So there was two. This was, I went in on Saturday. I didn't even know the whole store was half off. I actually heard her say it to somebody else, because they don't advertise anything in the Goodwill. That they will only advertise the one color. So that 1 week, that one color is half off. But if they run any other kind of sale, they don't even tell you. Like, there's no sign indicating that anything else is going on. They do not. I don't know if your stores are like this, but they actually do not tell you. If you do not ask, they do not tell you on the most part. I don't know why they do that, but they do. So this is just a striped shirt, and it was a large, and it was half off. So this was $2.25, and I would have gotten it for $2.25. I don't know if this is a great seller. I think it's an okay seller, but they had a second one, the same size, the same type of shirt. You know what I mean? So be careful. Like, when you want to lot things together, you don't want a real calm, well, at least in my opinion, you don't want a real calm shirt, like something like neutral colors and this, and then say, oh, well, this is the same company, I'll put it with it, and the next shirt is like crazy. You know what I mean? Because in my mind, the same type of person will not want both shirts, even if it's the same brand. It's going to be a different type of person that would want it. These are so similar in color. That's another thing, color too. Usually you are a certain type of color. You'd be like, fall colors look good on you, or maybe, pastels look good on you. So usually people are drawn to certain types of colors. So these two are like almost exactly the same type of shirt and the same type of colors. So I figure I'll put them both together, and they only cost $4.50, both of them, and I can put them out for about $30, I think. And this, I have no idea if this is going to sell. It's just a regular, it's kind of like a flannel shirt. It's a Pendleton. I mean, it's going to sell. I just don't know how much it will sell for. It was half off, so it was $2.25. And it's got like paisley mixed with, you can't really see it. This is like a whole outdoor scene with people and trees and everything else. You can't really see it. It's hard to see on the screen. I have to look this up. I have no idea what this is going to get. Mostly Pendleton just sells in general. Some of it a lot better than others, but I can't imagine it getting less than $15. But I'm thinking it probably will get like maybe around 20, maybe. All right, that's it from the except for the last two items, but I want to save them for last because I really like them. This is from the Salvation Army today. Everything was half off, so I haven't even taken the stickers off. So this was $3, and it is a Michael Kors. Just a shirt. Kind of has like a chevron pattern to it. Is it cotton? Yeah, I can't. Oh, it doesn't matter. Michael Kors sells well, so for $3, that's great. What it will get, I don't know. I never sold a men's shirt Michael Kors before, so I'm sure it'll be fine. This is, well, the first one is good. The next two, it's such a conflict between a good brand or a great brand and being very, very vintage. Sometimes vintage is great. It increases the value. Sometimes it kills it. And in blazers, it can actually kill it. But I still wanted to try because of the names. This is it's like a houndstooth. I believe this is silk and wool. And it is Chaps Ralph Lauren. And it is a size 50. All that's great. You know, everything about that is great. So I'm hoping I'm going to get like $50 or $60 for it. I have to look it up. I'm hoping if it was more, it'd be fantastic. The size is so awesome that maybe I'm really going up with the price just because of the size. So, and as far, it's got the 2 buttons. You want to kind of stay away from 3 buttons. I'm sure it might sell, but just be careful. The 3 buttons is really old style. The men's I'm horrible. I have no sense of fashion whatsoever. I have a little easier time with the men's because it's a little bit more black and white. It's like 2 buttons with the blazer, not 3 buttons, you know. It's more black and white. With the women's, I almost don't have a clue. Like I said, I dress in t-shirts and jeans and not much else. So I'm hoping with this, it only costs, look at that. See the $6.99? Half off. So it was $3.50. So I'm hoping $50 or $60, but we'll see. I'm thinking, yeah. Now here's where it gets a little crazy. Look at this. This is it has a tag, and the LUXMRKT, luxury market. I'm assuming it's a short for. So I'm assuming this is kind of new, right? And Burberry. Yeah, okay. All that's good, right? And then we get to the tag that's on the inside, and it's made in the USA, and it's kind of a it's kind of an odd label. It looks like it's really old, and it's 52% silk and wool. I don't know if you can see it. See? I have no idea. The inside's really nice. So I don't know, because of how old it is, or there are it's new, but I'm not going to say new. Oh, people like are very comfortable, like when something doesn't have tags and it looks really new, they'll say new without tags. I don't do that. I'm so not comfortable doing that. I underplay the condition constantly. I rather them get it and be pleasantly surprised than to say, what do you mean? This is new, new without tags. This is wrong with it, you know? So I will, even with the tags on it, I will say pre-owned, and then I'll say still has tags on it. They can make that decision of whether it's new. I'm not going to say that because this thing has been through the mill a little bit. I'm just not comfortable. I do get things that are new, that are really, really, that I will say new. It's not like I never say new. If it has the tags and it looks really great, like perfect, like I have a pair of jeans that I'm totally comfortable saying that with. But with this thing, you know, especially when you're dealing with a material that can so easily pull, if I miss something, I'm just not comfortable with that. So we'll see what this gets. This is really interesting. So you have a name like Burberry, you have tags on it, but it's old. So what is this going to get? You know, this can be a little experiment. We'll see what this gets. Oops. That was my printer. And here we go. Here's the same thing. This is actually worse. I don't know how to pronounce this, but I had a dress and it sold for well over $100. I think it's Givenchy. Yeah, like, yay. This is like, you know, this is a great brand. This is really old, though. This has a union label in it. So you want to know the truth? I think this is a really hard sell. So it's not just about that label, especially in things like blazers. It's not just about the label. But I still wanted to get it because, you know, I'm so curious. And this cost me $4. So what? So what if I sold it for 10? That's how you know what I mean? At least I got to know for certain that if it is a super old blazer, even though it's an amazing brand, and this brand, it's not going to sell. So next time I'll know for sure. But sometimes you really, really don't know unless you try. Because even sometimes when you look things up, it's not, I mean, I've sold things for a lot more than what it looked like I was going to sell it for online. Because I'll always try it higher first. Because, like, you can always bring it down lower later. Okay. This was great. This is, I don't know what these get, but I know they sell really well. But this is it's great because it's the first time I found it. I've been looking for Vineyard Vines forever. It's just not around here, you know? So it's a nice big polo. I think it's only an extra large, but yeah, it's a nice size. It's got the logo and everything. So I'm excited. So maybe more people will start wearing this around here. I'll start seeing it more. I hope so, because I would love to start picking this up. Okay, so this was, oh, wait, did I sell the tag? Oh no, I mixed it in. This was from Goodwill. So this was $4.50 at Goodwill. Okay. This is, I was going by my memory, so hopefully I'm right. This is Bobby Jones, and it is a golf polo, and I'm pretty sure it was this brand. I'm not 100% sure that Luke from Endless Entrepreneurs said that it did well. I think this was the brand that, like, sometimes on the inside of where the buttons are, you will have, it will be like a pattern of golfers swinging their club, and that if it has that pattern, pick it up, because people are willing to pay when it has that pattern on the inside of the buttons by the collar. So look that up. So it's Bobby Jones, and look up their polos. I got this because it's brand new, and I did look this over. It's fine. It's perfect. It was half off, so it was $4.50. There's the tag right here, and on the tag, whoever was originally selling this, it was marked for $85. So maybe the other ones sell pretty well too. So definitely look up this brand, Bobby Jones, and see how it works out for you. But this should sell well, I would think. I'm really looking for new stuff because it's really great to have the tags, especially around the holidays, you know. Okay, this is a Pendleton, and it is a woman's size 12 plaid wool vintage blazer. Nothing incredibly amazing about it, but I probably will get about, I'm thinking around $25. Well, we'll see how that goes. It's a nice size, so I'm thinking around $25. This is a gorgeous sweater. I love this sweater. I'm wondering if you can use fisherman with a V-neck. I forgot what to use the word fisherman. I forgot what qualifies a sweater to be a fisherman sweater. I'm gonna have to look that up. But fisherman is a good keyword. It's a super heavy cable knit wool sweater from J. Crew men's. It's an amazing sweater. It really is. And it only costs $4. So I never sold a J. Crew sweater. Isn't that funny? I think I sold women's. I don't think I've ever sold a men's J. Crew sweater. So I'm thinking probably like at least $25, I would think. Something this heavy. Oh yeah, and use the word chunky. Use chunky when describing a big sweater like this. And look up the definition of fisherman sweater and see if you can use fisherman, because that's also a good keyword to use. Okay. Yeah, and here's the pair of jeans. Like I said, that the golf polo shirt I'll use new. This I'll use new, because it's very easy to check for flaws or to see if anything's wrong with it. I do not pick up anything that's khaki color ever, almost ever, 99% of the time, even if it has tags and says it's brand new, unless I'm going to make a mint, because I'm telling you, I guarantee you, I always miss one spot. I get it home and there's always a spot on it that I missed. So I literally almost avoid the khaki section if it's just something, if it's something I would not buy used, and the only reason I'm buying is new, and it's a khaki color or a white color, I'm just like, no. As soon as it has that spot, it's virtually useless. You can't call it new, and it's something that really doesn't sell used. So I really kind of stay away from it. The reason I looked at these jeans, I never heard of them before. Rock and Republic. I wasn't familiar, but it says dry clean only. I've never seen that on jeans. Do not wash, and it gives you an extra snap. So I'm thinking they have to have some value to them. I think I looked them up and they were new. They were getting like 30. I don't know. It wasn't bad. Whatever it wasn't bad. And since it only cost $5, so I think they were getting around 30. I'm not sure, but that's what stopped me. That's what made me look at it, was dry clean only. So I figure it probably has some value if it has like a tag like that on it. Okay, we're getting near the end. The last two items are cool, so. All right, this is just a pair of Lane Bryant. They're new with tags, that's why I picked them up. They're new with tags, and they're linen, and they're size 16. So they retail for $50. And I always put that in the title if I can fit it without getting rid of a really good keyword. And they were $4 because they're $7.99 normally. So I'm thinking $25 plus shipping is probably what I'll get for these. And this is it's another lot shirt. I have one on now and I'm getting a lot of emails about it. So they're wool, it's Pendleton. It's like a wool plaid button-up shirt. I don't think it's as large as the one I have. Where's the size? I don't see it. Oh yeah, it is. It's a 2XL. So that's great. And I think I have the one I have out. I want to say I have 35 with the best offer. So I always put it out high. So if I want 25, I'm putting out for 35 with the best offer. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to put it on sale, and that's going to drive it down under 20. Under 20, under 30. And then if somebody says, "Oh, I'll give you 20," I say, "Hey, 25." And that's where I'll be firm about that. But like I'll be firm about what I want. And every once in a while, you have that person that runs along and they're like, "Yeah, I'll pay 35," and you are very, very happy about that. But these are great. These lodge shirts from Pendleton. Can you see the tag there? Yeah, there you go. If you see them, definitely pick it up because they sell really well. And they get a lot of attention too. Okay, let me send up. All right. Okay, these are both Tommy. This is, there you go. There's a vintage Tommy for you. So if you have a Tommy, you want to look for, that's the vintage label. But look at that. Look at that. I think there's nothing on the back. There is a spot on the back. I'm going to try to get it off. You know what though? There's a tiny, tiny thing here. And there is a smudge there. And I'm thinking I can get the smudge off. But it's going to still have that tiny little mark on it. And yeah, I know you can't see me. But you know what? I don't care. Because this logo is so cool. Like, this might take $10 off of it because it has these flaws. I don't know. I have to see what this is going to get, because you rarely see this pattern on really old Tommy, and if you do, it's usually worth more money. Now this was great too, because I've never seen anything like this. Oh, I'll stand up again. Okay, it's Tommy again. Tommy Hilfiger. Vintage tag. There you go. Now look at that. Isn't that great? This has no flaws. There's nothing. It's a little faded. Maybe that's the worst thing that's going on with it. It's a little bit faded, but other than that, it's pretty much got a hell of a lot going on. I've actually never seen all this going on a polo shirt of Tommy Hilfiger. So what do you guys think? You think this is worth money? I'm hoping it is. This cost me $2.50, and the long sleeve cost me $4.50. So the potential for money that is there. So I'm hoping they do really well. Okay, oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I got one more thing. I was just leaving Goodwill, and they rolled out with the cart, and so I ran over. Check out this. So I forgot, what was the name of it? Oh, Wilcox. So it is silver plate, but oh, see, there's the thing. Oh, this was so funny. This guy was so sweet. He had a bunch of silver like on the thing, so I actually took all the silver and ran into a corner to go look it up, because I wasn't sure. I'm not positive, but a lot of this is really looked a lot older than some of the stuff I was seeing. So I'm not sure. And look at the interior of this lid. It's like a cork, I guess. I don't know. But and then, I don't know. This is old. But if it was footed, they had like the footed ones, and they were out for like $150. And some of the ones they weren't this shape. They didn't look like this. But they were out for around $50. So I'm not sure. I'm not positive. But they had it marked $4. The other ones, I think it was Poole, Pool, and it was silver plated. They were not worth almost nothing. So I put them back, and I kept this. And the man runs over to me. He's like, "Oh, I think I marked that wrong." And I was like, "What?" I'm thinking, what are you gonna do? Put like $15 on it now that I want it? He marked it down $1. I was like, "You're kidding." He comes over, he peels the thing off, and I'm thinking, oh my God, what is he gonna put on here? He's like, "Oh, I put $4. I meant to put $3. And he marks it at $3. And I was thinking, oh, that's just too cute. I don't know. But if you see something, a lot of silver plated stuff that looks like it's worth a lot of money, don't be fooled. Look every single one up if you don't know anything about it. Like, I do not know anything about it, because I picked up pieces. That's how I know. Because I picked up pieces and gotten home and like, really? It's worth that much? It's like nothing. But other pieces, even though they're silver plated, they're worth more money. So we'll see what this gets. I could be completely wrong. But from when I looked up, it looks like it is okay. So I think that's it. I don't know how long this video is. Oh, it's really long. Oh, I am so sorry. I just saw the time. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I hope this is okay. All right. Well, that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.